And that last song, if it sounded familiar in any way, shape, or form, that is because it is Saebin's own original song. Is it not?
Nah, bro, I've never heard that song.
You've never heard it before?
Yeah. I mean, maybe once. I don't know.
Didn't you make it?
Oh wait, yeah, I did make it. Oh yeah, I remember. Okay, sorry. That was during other times, with somebody that I don't really associate myself with anymore.
Yeah, it's weird how you go in and out of, knowing people and then not knowing people and wanting
making
to talk
music with people and
right.
then not making music with people. It's kind of crazy, and then you make some good songs and then, they're kind of just, then you stop making music with those people and you're like, those songs were all I have to remember you by.
Are those songs?
Because we made them together.
Right, that's
other reason.
Deep stuff.
That's all I try to do on a daily basis, is just dive super deep in the ocean. At least, so far down that I can't even come up and then I just drown. But I try to swim with the megalodons.
That was pretty dark. Jeez.
Yeah. Well, I'm just trying to swim with them, bro.
Yeah.
I'm just friends with a few megalodons. That's it.
But
yeah, I wouldn't get eaten. It wouldn't be that dark.
Well, yeah. I mean, no, there's not going to be a whole Jaws sort of movie based around this, right? Yeah.
Like, I saw the actor in the Megalodon movie. Like, the one who played the Megalodon. I'm friends with him.
So you saw, the whole shark thing?
Well, no, shark? I've been to his house a few times.
Sharks have houses?
That one does. He's a Hollywood shark.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, normal non-Hollywood sharks don't have houses.
I mean, I've never been to another shark's house. I don't know, dude. He hasn't. Should I ask him about his shark friends?
I really would.
I mean, maybe there's other sharks out there in Hollywood. I'm sure the one from Jaws, the original Jaws, has a house somewhere out there.
Isn't that one on display at Universal or something?
Then I guess that's his house.
I thought he died to a drug overdose or something. So they put his body up for display.
Yeah, bro. Maybe. I don't know, bro. I mean,
I don't really follow shark celebrity drama, so.
I mean, yeah, me neither. I just know from what I've heard from the Megalodon one.
Right, of course.
Yeah.
So tell me about his house. What's it like in there? Okay. Here's a question I think that's on everyone's mind right now, and that is it underwater?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not like an above ground pool. It's like an in ground pool kind of thing.
It's not a pool, bro.
I'm aware.
It's the ocean. There's lots of milk there.
What?
There's lots of milk.
In the ocean. And
water. In his fridge. He likes to drink milk.
How do you hold another liquid inside of another liquid?
By creating an underwater refrigerator, bro. He bought an underwater refrigerator.
So what? Okay, but I think what I'm really asking here is when you open said liquid, how do you drink it underwater?
I mean, when he's in his house, dude, he has a certain way. I don't know, okay? I didn't watch him drink the milk. I saw his fridge, and there was a lot of milk in there, right? I didn't really put in my mind. I wasn't like, yo, dude, can you, drink some milk to demonstrate how this works? You know what's funny? This sounds exactly like the conversations from our room.
It really does. The ones that happen at, 4 in the morning?
Yeah.
We really stay up and... What was the one night... a year ago now, because it was last spring semester, and Leon was still in the room.
Yeah.
And I was trying to sleep, and I couldn't go to sleep. So I think that night I was just so fed up with myself that I started banging my head off the pillow and off the bed.
Oh yeah.
And then you looked at me and you're like, "Are you okay?"
I didn't know. I was like, dude, this is a random ass thing to do at 4 in the morning. I'm like, I'd never seen you do anything like it. And I was like, yo, I'm gonna let him do his thing, but I should at least make sure he's okay.
Yeah, it was a little intense. School was getting the better part of me, and I wasn't able to sleep, and I had a 10 a.m. class the next morning, and I was getting really pissed off, and so I just banged my head off of the bed. And
yeah, and I remember we've had conversations at 4 in the morning about John Kramer, the best harmony teacher
in
the world.
Oh my gosh, yes.
So, dude, I almost got him again, but he only was taking a Harmony 3 X class. He was only teaching that, and I couldn't take it because I'm not that good at harmony. And they're like, you have to talk to your harm teacher. And I'm like, I've never even heard of my harm teacher. So, I don't know. Is that my harmony teacher?
I would assume,
But
yeah.
it's all caps, like harm teacher.
Would it be a teacher that harms you?
I mean, yeah. Like, maybe it's like the old time teachers that with like the rulers and shit. It's like, shh. That's what I had to do all the time. I'm like super stubborn. Like, remember one time I tried to stick my hand into like the electrical socket. My mom kept telling me no, and she kept smacking my hand. And it took it like 7 times. She literally just slapped my hand, and I would just look at her and then like do it again. Slap my hand, do it again. Slap my hand, do it again. And then she would slap my hand one last time, and then I would just start crying.
That's funny.
After 7 times or 8 times.
You know, that really sounds like a story that my mom says, that she talks about my brother, where like there was a stove that was on and my brother just wanted to touch it. So he just kept putting his hand down. My mom was like, no, don't touch that. And then, you know, he just kept trying to do it and she kept slapping his hand like, no, don't touch it. Stop trying to touch the stove. It's going to hurt you. And then like after the 10th or so time that she told him to not do it, she was just like, no, you know what? He has to learn the hard way. So he went to touch the stove and of course it burned him and he ran away crying and was like blamed my mom. Mom's like, I told you 10 times.
Imagine if that happened to me. Like my mom was like, whatever. And then I just got completely electrocuted. Yeah, that would suck. Like that's a little bit different than being burnt.
I wonder if you'd have like a stripe in your hair because
yeah,
you were
right,
so
dude. I feel like that'd be kind of lit though. Like no pun intended.
Yeah, instead of doing drugs, why don't we just get high off of electricity?
Yeah. Nah, I don't know if it'd be the same.
Probably not.
Just like in my common everyday drug use, you know, I'll just throw that in, you know. Between like the cocaine days and the heroin days, like I'll just, you know, zap myself, you know, and the power outlet.
It's like a toned down electric chair, you know,
Exactly.
just enough for you to feel it and not to die.
Yeah, like, yeah. That point right before dying, you're just like, ugh, and then you're just like, okay.
Yeah, that's where you get the real high right there.
Yeah.
Like right when you're about to croak, but you don't croak.
Yeah, when you're like I'm about to die, like that's where you get the most, the highest adrenaline rush and the highest like release of like what's it called, dopamines?
Yeah.
In your brain. Yeah.
I don't know why you'd be releasing dopamine though if you're dying. That may not be something your brain's like, hey, good job.
Yeah, maybe not, but it's like, yo, let me just give you one last feeling
time.
of goodness before you just like. But then you'd be tricking him, and then he'd be like, "Dang, I just gave you all that dopamine for no reason."
Oh my gosh. We started out this conversation with a megalodon house, and now we're on to electrocuting ourselves for fun.
Yeah, you're right.
It's definitely been really interesting. Well, okay, one last question before we head into our last little section of music here. Where are you intending to go with your music? If you had to dream everything that you say goes right sort of thing, you know, not like a realistic kind of thing. I don't care about that. What are your dreams and ambitions for your music?
I just want to make a lot of money right now just so I can like give it to my friends, family. I can, cause like, you know, it doesn't solve everything, but it solves so many things.
Right.
So make a lot of money. So if I can like go on tour, make a hell of money, and then just like, you know, get a nice house for my family and for my friends, and we can all just live in this house together, or like people can come and visit. And then, you know, just keep like making good music as long as I can, if I ever made good music. So just making music as long as I can, and then, you know, trying to go on tour for as long as people will see me. And then kind of just investing the rest into, like, you know, savings into a bank so I can get, you know, basically the interest rates,
right,
and whatnot. And then also like into like startup companies and stuff. And I want to make my own record label, like my independent record label.
Mm-hmm.
So where I can work on my stuff as well as other people that I think are very, very talented.
Right.
But just don't know how to get everything sounding good and like down on record and stuff. They just have the live performance, you know.
Yeah, no, I got you.
So that's where I kind of want to go, you know. I just want to make a lot of money. I want to make a lot of music. I want to just try to help the world as much as possible.
Yeah, man, ain't that a dream for all of us aspiring musicians, huh?
Yeah.
Dang, that's some really deep stuff.